Yeah, I do want to point out that the guide is showing a jeweler orb that gets you 3 sockets. That is being shown for the essence drain. Here's the thing. That is if you drop one. There's no guarantee that you get a jeweler orb in Act 2. But you can drop one. It can happen. So that's why the guide is covering that. So you know what to do if you happen to drop one. Same process as we've done throughout the majority of Act 1. SS Drain. Once you see everything turning purple, spam... Sorry, Contagion, I mean. And then spam Contagion. SS Drain if you see that everything is just getting fucked over. Again, 17 Strength. 36 Intelligence. Skill gem says 28 Intelligence. Doesn't matter because we're not getting attributes here. My bad. Ooh, Exalted Orb. You see how everything is still turning purple? That's because of the... that is literally because of the unearthed minions. So all I do is, if I see that they're turning purple, don't bother casting Contagion. Just smack out an Essence Drain and start spamming Unearth. That's it. See how everything just dies for that? Rare chest, always good to loot. Please have spirit. Nope, we did not get that. So what we're looking for now is a boss. The act boss in this area is... I think a lot of people might struggle with this boss. And a lot of it comes down to learning the patterns so you can easier dodge it. But we're playing minions. So, y'all can just chill. You can have a good time with this guy. Trust me. He can still kill you. It's not an easy fight. You're not super tanky when you get there. I'll tell you that much. The progression to getting to him, in my opinion, is even worse. Blue spirit thing misses. What do you mean? Has missed the floating thing. Oh, the Asmeri spirits. So the Asmeri spirits will follow and go to a rare. I don't really care too much about them. They're not that great. They do juice it up a little bit. Right now, I just want to progress faster. So unless it happens to go on the path I intend to take, then I don't care about it. In here, make sure you get those contagion monsters up. You're unearthed. You see, I get a ton of minions here now. You use the minion command key, which is tilde. Move your minions up here. And then he's going to charge. Stay up here at the peak of the peninsula and have the boss come back here. The reason for this is if you're standing up here in the north, you're going to get bombarded by a bunch of archers from the top of the mountain. And they hurt. So stay in the peninsula, you'll be fine. Get some contagion out. Everything spread good. Essence drain, gas arrow. Keep spamming this. And this will die very easily. Now we're going to get charged. Put a portal down. Get some contagion out. You'll be fine. Spam the unearth. Everything will die. Get an essence drain out. So everything just melts. And we're good. Portal back to town. Where is the hooded one? Over here. Talk to him to identify your items. Sarka. Give me that skill gem. Sell items. We don't need those. Do you have level now? Sarka, you suck. He's bad. All right, I'll level up Contagion or Unearth in this case. Since we are scaling a lot of our damage to Essence Drain and Contagion, I will do that. Now we're going to board the Mortal Engine. Directed by the same director who directed the Transformer movies. And we're going to move on the Mortal Engine. With purple, yeah. We're not using Spirit Gem with this build. Not for leveling, we don't need it. Don't need it. Does your vendor change here? No, it doesn't. I can talk to you and see if you have a spirit chest piece. We're lucky. No spirits. I don't think you can roll +2 minions at this point either. We can get 15% movement speed here, actually. 10. No. And we need to save a specific character in this act to be able to gamble. All right, I didn't actually check the amulets. Thanks for the reminder. In this case, we can look at if she sells any amulets or rings, for example, because sometimes you get spirit or level of minion skills and amulets if you're lucky as well. What's up, Ghazzy? Desert map.
Outcast.
We go here. What's up, Ghazzy? Why not use Scepter and Wand? What am I going to use the wand for? I am using a Scepter. I'm not using a wand, though.
Seems the Faradin have been up to no good in the hills of Morden.
Didn't I have to go to this zone? The Halani Gates? Maybe I can do that after.
I hate to destroy beauty.
Contagion, Essence Drain, follow it up with Unearth, because it doesn't matter if the enemy is dead when you use the Unearth, as long as it's affected by the Contagion, and the effect of Contagion lingers on the corpses, so the corpses remains red. You can also make it fancy by putting some skill MTXs on your abilities if you want to. I have one of these. So my Unearth is red. Looks really cool. I have a grand already. 150, 260. Oops. Yoink. Get some tanky minions. As you can see, even though I haven't casted Contagion in ages. That's just my Unearth minions who are spreading the Contagion themselves. Which means I can just toss out an Essence Drain and things will just melt from that. And then follow up with Unearth to make sure I keep rolling on that and let that proliferate, if you will. So Essence Drain, everything will melt. Shit. Why don't you make searching highlights for shopping faster? I never do it. You can if you want to. It does make it a little faster. I don't do it because I'm too lazy. I never do it. What build is he doing? I am doing my leveling build, my minion leveling build. Then now we take this node. You already know that from the guide.
Necromancy took place here. Putrefy.
Essence Drain, after Contagion, follow up with Unearth. Contagion, Essence Drain, Unearth. Yeah, you only have to do it once because I am aware, but I would have to set up like a regex for it. And I'm too lazy to do that. That's literally the answer. Like, I'm just too lazy to do it. I don't need to cast Contagion because my Unearth minions are doing that for me. So what do? I just cast Essence Drain and Unearth. That's it. Ooh, taking a lot of damage. No fire rust. Easy peasy. Always get that Essence Drain first. Everything will melt. The Unearth can be secondary because of the fact that it can hit corpses on the ground that are affected by Contagion when they're dead. Now I don't have any Unearth minions, so now I have to do the whole shebang again. Get my minions out. Contagion, Essence Drain, Unearth. And now I can just cast Essence Drain because everything will be affected. Don't forget to sprint. No minions here. Sprinting, and we go down to the modern mine. Bear Scratch SMR, yeah. Same thing here. Sprint, first pack of enemies, Contagion, Essence Drain, follow up with Unearth. I mean, it's going to be the gameplay throughout most of the campaign till we get Spectres. Now, researcher strongbox, I like using alks on these later, but not when I'm leveling. So I'll just pop the box, we'll get some currency, hopefully we'll get an Exalted out of this. That's a nice little Plague Harvester, actually. No Exalted. However, we do have one alk, and we have some blue currency orbs as well. So if we find a white rarity... Rattling Scepter. I will be working on that because that is the main item I need. Then it's amulets and body armor, of course, for spirit and levels. But first and foremost, I want that weapon to give you plus level because it's easier to hit than that. Easy peasy. Contagion. Get my minions out. Everything is just melting at this point. Here's a rare. We do like to see that. Make sure Essence Drain is out. Follow up with Unearth. Regal Orb again, don't mind that. Best solo self-found way to homogenize omen. To get the omens, ritual. Farm ritual mechanics. Ritual mechanic. We'll take that. Follow up with essence drain, get our minions out, and everything will die. Well, loot filter using type exclamation mark filter. I will have a video guide talking about filters as well that's been made. I can check with Kikis. Because we have a video that's been recorded. I'm just waiting for Kikis to be ready with it. And then we'll have a filter video posted. On this fight, by the way, as soon as she starts running after you, run. It will one-shot you. And don't stand in those mines, they hurt. She says run. This is where sprint comes very well in handy. And then she stuns herself at the end there. She gets back in the middle, get your fire shit in. And do your damage. Clouds, Essence Drain, Contagion, more clouds. Better avoid standing in that if you can. He's coming means you run. And that's it. Oh, she missed. Oh yeah, that's the fight. This NPC, Risu, is your gambling vendor. Don't forget to pick up the loot when she's dead. Skill level 6. Oh, we get a ring in here. Nice. That's a nice radio to get a level of minion skills from the first boss. Nice, dude. Talk to the hooded one to identify your items. I like having some skills. Again, priority on snipers, by the way. I like having some wisdoms with me, so I'll buy a couple. Any level? No, but I have a white scepter here, and I have an orb of alchemy, and we get fucked over again, so never mind. A ring with intelligence and accuracy. You can augment this one, I guess. See if you get life or something. There's no rest, I mean. And the same thing here. Check the vendor. Is there any amulets, rings? No. She doesn't sell any weapons for us. So we're looking for level of minion skills, spirits, whatever we can get. Maybe higher movement speed. 10%. No. Nothing. Then we're moving on. Where is Risu? There's Risu. Risu is the one that can gamble for us. We have a little bit of money. And we get screwed over again. So we go to the Halani Gates now. Doing a leveling guide? I'm playing my leveling guide and making a big ass video for like, I don't know, 6, 7, 8 hours video, whatever it's going to land on. We'll see how slow it goes. But it's going to be uploaded on YouTube so that people can follow along and play along with it. Talk to her, go back to the caravan. Nerf sprint in boss fights? No, I don't think so. Crafting video is great. How you like it, dude? Not running a rattling scepter does the scale not matter. No, level of minions is better, but my scepter I have now was better than having a rattling, so. Then we go to the Trail of Corruption. At what point are you going to craft good scepter? You don't really craft when you're leveling. You just randomly smack orbs on your items every now and then. Looking for like one mod, basically. In the Traitor's Passage, we will find ourselves the encounter of Balbala. And Balbala will give us access to the first trial. I would recommend being at least level 20 for it. I'll explain that process when we get there. Character Rayclass with tier 1 sub. Thank you, sir.
Character of Rayclass. Another victim to the charms of our community.
Thank you, sir. Rare chest is always good. Usually a rare item if we're lucky. We did get one right there. Spirit! Never mind. a matter of time before we get a spirit chest, boys. It's gonna happen, trust. Contagion, Essence Drain, follow up with Unearth. Contagion, Essence Drain, Unearth. In Divine Orb of Focus with +1 to +2, if you hover over the item and press Alt, it should tell you that the rolls is between 1 and 2. So the answer to your question is yes. Does not work on scepters because each individual tier rolls different numerical value and cannot be divine orbed. But for the focus, the answer is yes. If you have +1, you can divine it to +2. See what rare we get in here. Withered Wand. We're not going to use that for anything. Level 6 skill gem. What do we do?
Ben 529
That's the same for single targets.
Prime and included the message.
Thank you, Ben, for the Prime man. Appreciate that, dude. 33 months. Thank you, sir. And don't forget your sprint that I keep forgetting all the time. Get your minions out. Get the essence drain out so it dies.
Another corpse to serve me.
We are looking for Balbala. See if you can find it smoothly for once.
Death and decay.
Essence Drain, Contagion, follow up with Unearth. And everything should die quite easily around here. As you can see, we're just basically walking forward and everything just melts. Level up, we get this for more minion life, so now our minions can stay alive a little better. Put the chest here. I don't know if I should go back and check that corner. Pretty sure Balbala is before the first checkpoint. If you run into that one, you'll have to go back. Massive ES increase out of the same gear. I only have 4.8k. Jewels. Just generically better gear. If you have the same gear as me and you have 10,000 less energy shield than me, then you do not have the same gear as me. Fully gear this Witch Lich. We'll see where we get with it. One step at a time. I want to do this leveling first. We'll do the leveling first. Once we're done with the leveling, we can do the next step. Gonna find Balbala right now. So we're just gonna keep going forward. I think this is the end, actually. Feels like it. There's a checkpoint. I have to go back. Yeah, this is the end. Let me get the checkpoint then. So it's not that way. That way would lead to the exit of the zone, and we are going to want to ascend. So we're not going there. Minion Lich endgame or chaos? The minion. This is how you level with minions. Oh, we're getting locked in. Essence Drain, spam. Get my minions.
Death is my power to wield.
Blue chest. Using any loot filter? Yeah, filterblade.xyz. I'm using Neversink's base filter. I am indeed. Nice dead end. Now we're getting to the point where our minions are actually doing like really good damage. Oh, Rattling Scepter. We like that. I don't have any alks. I'll use a Transmutation. Augment level of minions. Never mind. Why am I even hoping for? It's never going to happen. Again, my gear is very, very, very bad. I only have level of minions on my helmet. That's it. Which is 1 level. Get my minions out. I'm going to find Balbal over here. Checkpoint. That's how we're going to get back to that ending. And I am level 20, so I feel like I am good to go for the boss fight. So, in this case, same process. Gas Arrow. Essence Drain. Contagion. Gas Arrow when she moves. When she does the miss, go find her, and she will do a slam on the ground, so don't get hit by that. Don't stand in those circles, she will do a slam. Don't stand in the reins either. Then she will do a phase where she is going to put a bunch of flying daggers on the side. Wait for her to say this, Hatul, and then dodge. And you won't get hit by it. Stunned, gas arrow, misclicked, get the gas arrow out. Spam Essence Drain. Start moving when this happens, you don't get hit by that, and then she'll be dead. Easy peasy. How do we do summons for Lolash food? Rare items for gold. Level 6 gem. I'll take Contagion. I will level everything before I take Pain Offering. And I also don't like using Pain Offering unless I have a Rattling Scepter. So now I'll do Unearth because it's 2 levels instead of the Contagion 1 level. I'll go back to my checkpoint. And I go back up here. And we continue out. Now, it's normal, but I'm not twinking my character. And I dumped all my gold, so I wouldn't spend any gold I had on my main character. And here we go, Alani Gates. Escapades, yeah, pretty much, Royale. Pretty much. Doing Lich? Yes, I am. Twink gear recommendation. Twink gear. Unfolding Dawn. Bones of Ulr. Gold Rim. Level of minion weapons. Level of minion helmets. It's very generic. Don't need more. You really don't need anything else in that. Prism Garden, I guess, later. Contagion, Essence Drain, Unearth, move. Contagion, Essence Drain, Unearth, and move. And now everything will turn blue, or purple rather, and I can just use Essence Drain. Wanderlust is okay, yeah. Well, Lich and not Infernalist, because I already have a high-level Infernalist. There's no point to me making another one. I just didn't want to respec it, and I wanted to make a Lich. So I'm making a new character instead. And I'm taking this opportunity to do this little leveling play with me playthrough for you guys. For anyone who needs it. Essence Drain, Contagion. Gas Arrow, level up. I'll take this node. I'm supposed to go around here to get some stun build up. Don't need to do that, but it is kind of nice. Essence Drain, Gas Arrow when he's standing still. Spam Essence Drain until he dies. Pick up the rare for looting. And move on. Best moment to swap to Infernalists? What do you mean? Like whenever you can ascend, just go for it. Whenever you feel like you can handle it, rather. I'm going to ascend to a Lich from the very start. Even when I'm leveling. Wait, where is she? Hello? Are you busy fighting? Excuse me? Come here. I don't want leveling gear, Ventretsky. That would defeat the purpose of showing people how to do this on a new character. Appreciate the offer. The whole idea is to show this from the start to finish, how people would go about it on their very first character. Now, you can make this smoother by having leveling gear, sure. I already did that when I leveled the Titan. What good is the giant hornet? It's not really. Not really good. They're cool though, and they fly, which is really nice. Essence of grounding.
Then you're either
Let's see how fast everything's dying with Essence Drain Contagion.
I'm leaning towards the latter.
Beautiful. This is resistances on our armor or belt or jewelry, so that one will save. We might actually use that one. Senti with the prime sub. Thanks so much, sir. Missed that info. All good, man. All good. Do I go right here or south? It's pretty. I think it's south, right? I'll go Vault Guards when I'm lower level. Oh, sorry, lower in Act 3. Get everything purple. Spirit Reservation on helmet is important to use ancient versus preserved. I think ancients are too expensive, so I did it with preserved personally. I did it with preserved. Essence drain, everything will melt. Moving on. Alright, to the first Yamanra fight. You guys know what to do. Essence drain priority. Try not to get hit. Get that gas cloud out. Holy fuck, don't stand in that, but do stand in the middle of this. And don't stand in that shit. Get some gas clouds out. Keep my... I don't have SS right on him. There we go. Kill the ads. This is where we get unearthed minions, and the unearthed minions will tank for us, and we don't have to worry. There we go. Surely just one, yes. Return to the caravan. Lich more good, and for Infernalist be a summon. Both works perfectly fine. I prefer the Infernalist for the Spectre build, but what we're going to be doing with this character for endgame build is going to be a little different. Talk to Hooded one if you have to identify anything. Sell. Get rid of this. We now have the Barya. Right, we get Spirit here. We didn't. About 15 movement speed. Oh, look at that. 15% movement speed. Thank you very much. Check this girl for a weapon now. Level 7 gem. Thank you very much. We can't do it till we're level 22. So buy, sell. Please give me a level now. Bro, this game, man. No amulets. So then I check how much gold I have and I go talk to Risu for the gambling. In our case, I have 3,000 gold. So let's go get some scepters. And with some, I mean 2. Wow. Bro, I still don't have level on my scepter. It's insane. Very unlucky. Now, we have a choice. We can continue with the main story quests, which are 3 different zones. I like to do Crown of Stone last because it's just more comfy. 7 Warriors I like to do second, and I like to do Theft of Ivory first. However, if you've done Balbala, which we have, we can now ascend, which is into the Trial of Secamus. We are now level 21. I am comfortable enough to do this at level 21. If you are not, do some of these areas before you ascend. But I'm going to go there. I also think I might have some... I might actually have a bunch of relics. I'm not going to use them, but I do have for my main character. Lucky to take it.
What power is offered here?
Level audience doing on Earth? Yes, sir. Absolutely. So first, we're going to talk to Balbala. Speak to Balbala. Keth first, you get 2 skill points. It doesn't matter which order it is. We play minions. You get one of these. Max life, honor rest. That's actually not bad. Holy shit. You put the Jin Barrier in here, and you have your relics here. I'm not going to use those, but I will be putting this one in. Normally, you have like only a couple rows here. When you've done 4 trials, you get opening all of them up. I'm only going to run this because that's how you would have it on a new character. Click enter. You go to the first zone. Now, here's the system of how the trial works. Based off your life, your max life, and your max energy shield will dictate how much honor you have. Plus, whatever impact you have from the relics. I had a relic that gave me a little bit of life, for example, so I'll have a little bit more from that. That will dictate the amount of honor I have, which is going to be shown right here. So I have 516 honor. Every time I take damage from enemies, I will indeed lose honor. If honor hits 0, I'm dead. And I get shipped out of the zone. This specific trial I'm doing, see, I got some sacred water that some of the enemies drop, mostly rares. You have to get to the next death crystal on this one before the timer runs out. So it might sometimes be better to skip enemies if you don't do enough damage. I have not taken any damage, so I'm just going to keep running. Try not to be hit.
Well, fuck me sideways. Sizelbar just went all in with the Prime subscription. Yes, this kid's finally ready to commit to the team.
I'll get your minions out. The sacred water that you drop is in the bottom left here on the interface. And the sacred water is a currency you're going to use to buy upgrades from Balbala. And a few other things. At the very end of the trial, you can trade in your sacred water to get keys to open the chest at the end, which can come with some nice upgrades if you're lucky. But it's basically just big chests that you're getting. Most importantly, we want to have as much of the spirit as possible because you want to buy upgrades from the merchant, which is basically Balbala selling you temporary buffs that applies to the trial that you're doing. There are in total 4 floors. First ascendancy is from the first floor, second ascendancy from the second floor, third ascendancy from the third floor, and fourth ascendancy from killing the last boss at the 4th floor. Sacred water is a fountain that gets you more of that, so now I have 185. And if you look in here, there will be different negatives or bonuses that you get. So this one makes me lose 25% of my maximum honor as a curse or debuff on me. This one, I'd never liked this one because that means when you choose the next room, you might not be taken to the room you selected. This makes it so that monsters hitting me will make me have a slower movement speed, but I'm not supposed to be hit in the first place. So I don't mind that one. And this one makes me have less sacred water found when I'm looting, right? So in this case, I'll take this, which only leads to this one, which I'm fine with. So I'll take this for the movement speed, and I'll just do my best not to get hit. This is a find the exits trial, which basically is a little bit of a... I wouldn't call it a labyrinth, but I basically have to try to get my ass out of here without taking damage. I already took some hits here. Try not to get hit by these things. I click on the lever. Keep going. I really like Sekimai. I think it's fun to do. I don't like this version in PoE 1, but PoE 2 I don't mind. I don't know why. Just more fun to do. Support gem level 2. So this is a level 2 support. So we can go back to the guide and we can see that we have brutality level 2 on the unearth, for example. So that's what we're going to do. Unearth brutality 2, which replaces our brutality level 1. Try to avoid taking damage if you can, because you want to save as much of your honor as possible, simply because the boss at the end, you have to kill that without losing honor, and you might take a few hits, and that can rip up your honor a lot. less damage you do at the end, the worse it gets. So that's why the Sacred Water is very good, because if you're able to get to a merchant node when you're going through the floor, you can actually get the possibility of buying a boon that is called Ornate Dagger that makes you and your minions deal 40% more damage, which is a lot of damage. In this case, I don't see that. I will have to take this one, which will lead to either a silver key or a shrine that gets my honor refilled. This one is a find the exit trial, so it's the same as the last one. So I'm basically just trying to get my ass out of here.
Death and decay.
Never click on the lever until all the enemies around it is dead. So you don't accidentally take a bunch of damage. Watch out for that fire, because it explodes and it will hit your minions, and you can take damage from you taking damage from the explosion as well. There's the lever. I'm new to PoE 2 and I made 60-ish divs from dropping 3 rack. Yeah, GG, dude. Any more consistent farm I can focus on? There's plenty of ways you can farm for currency. I mean, you already have one that seems really good. Not everybody's been doing that. 60 divs for being a new player is a lot of currency. I just want to point that out. You have a stupid amount of currency compared to what most people would be doing when they're new to the game. That's very good. That's the merchant. You see this? I'm going to take that, but it also means that if I get hit by a smaller hits from an enemy, it's going to always do the damage plus 5% of my life, mana, and energy shield, which is very detrimental. It will clean up my honor very fast as well, but I'll be going for that one. So I'll take the silver key because I feel very confident with my honor. I don't have to do that. This is another find the exits trial, so I don't have to worry too much here. Get some minions. Get through there. We go this way. All the way. Click the lever. Get some minions outside some meat shields. Oh, that was bad. Oh, that is really bad. Oh, that is terrible. Don't do that. That's why you need to be careful with sprinting, by the way. Professional, by the way. Let's take it. Water. Gotta have a little respect for sprinting. I forgot the lever, didn't I? I did. Good example of what not to do. Yeah, you're welcome. I only did that to show you what not to do. Exactly. Exactly. I leveled up, which gives me access to this. Do snipers first. I can't do another one yet. Nodes. I get Relentless Fallen for more damage. Pick up the key. And we're taking this, which leads to traps dealing more damage or restoring my honor. So I'll do restore honor because I completely fucked up earlier. And now we just pray that the merchant here will give you some good boons. This is a survive until the timer expires. Basically, my job here is to stay alive till the timer ticks down to 0. Professional sprinter. Yeah. Thank you. And try to avoid taking damage. Kill the rares, always good loot.
None can oppose me.
Watch out for falling debris. Like that marker right there, that's just something gonna fall on the ground. Make sure you pick up these shiny little baubles for the Sacred Water. Yeah, 453. Hello, Balbala. Oh, look, we got it. Nice. This is the one you would like. It makes it a little easier. That's the one you're chasing if you do this. I can only buy that. I can't afford anything else. So now my minions will do a lot more damage. I'm going to take this, and I grab this one, and then it's the boss time. That's it. It's really not very hard to do Second Life Trial once you get used to it. For the higher floors, you're gonna need to have the relics that help you with getting 75% honor resistance. So when you do take damage, it deals very little damage to your honor. You're gonna want to have max honor, max HP, or increase energy shield depending on your build to further increase the amount of max honor you get. For example, if I did the trial on my main character, I get about 50 to 60,000 honor right now. Basically, I can't die, which is quite wild. I just got confirmed from my editor, Mr. Kikis, that the filter video will be posted today. And since I don't really care about Sacred Water anymore, I feel I'm less incentivized to killing a bunch of monsters unless they're rare, and the reason I would kill a rare is because they drop loot. And we still need a scepter. Oh, I saw a rare chest. That's an upgrade. More HP. Okay, we have max honor now because we got that restored. Impressive endurance. Random boon is always good. Let's see what we get. Honor restored. Okay, completely irrelevant. And now we do the boss. This boss will do a triple back-to-back-to-back wave fire-like explosion. Don't stand in it. 1, 2, 3. Now he will do like fissures of fire. These ones will respawn a volcano. Don't get hit by that. You'll also see some markers on the ground. Hopefully we'll see that soon. That will have the falling debris. Don't stand in that. And then he has the normal AoE slams. So just basically kite him, keep some distance. That's the markers I'm talking about. These guys, there will be some debris falling there now. I don't want to go through a volcano because that actually takes a lot of damage.
Beware of what falls.
He's stunned, so he should die here. Easy peasy.
No challenge.
That's how you do the fight. But it was a little easier because I had the Orny dagger, of course.
I knew you would succeed.
Relic. Money. Relic is not something I would use, but if you don't have any, just smack it in. And then if you do more floors, you can buy more. At the end of a trial, you can actually buy relics with your honor as well. So this is how you ascend. Your leftover Sacred Water can turn into keys. I have 1 bronze and 1 silver. See if I get any. I got 1 silver key for that. So I'm going to be a Lich on this specific playthrough. The giant wasp is here. Refuge is it a town? I would pick them up as in the interlude, as my video shows. Combine 3 relics? I don't think so. Maybe. All right, so you have 2 choices with the Lich. This is your damage choice. However, what this one is doing is that it's going to burn 5% of your mana every second. Every second you lose 5% of your mana. So if you play this, you're gonna have to press your mana flask a lot. And that can be a bit messy. This is what I like to do, but it also means I don't use SS Drain as much as a result. The other choice is you can do Soulless Form. That's one option. You can do Cursed Enemies, a chance to explode. You can do spells deal damage. You have the jewelry, but we're not going for jewelries right now. And you can have the spells consuming a power charge, if possible, to do 40% more damage. The other choice you could do is literally take the small nodes to get some damage scaling. So unlike the Infernalist, who would get the Infernal Hellhound, you have that approach. However, we're going to try to do this the more generic way, and that is taking Soulless form. So if you look at my mana region, where is my mana? There. I have 9 mana per second. I take these 2 nodes. I now have 27 mana per second. I cannot go no matter how much I'm casting right now. I no longer need mana region. I don't need mana flask even. Like, I don't need shit. So I got 2 keys. Royal Caches gives me jewels, shields, body armor, shields, mysterious, just random shit. I have 1 bronze key, 2 silver keys. I am looking for weapons. None of these is mage's cache, I guess. Can that drop scepters? I don't know if you can, actually. 2 silver keys. We can do... Do I care about a shield? I want body armor for spirits. So let's see if we get lucky here.
No.
We'll see if we get lucky in that one. And then, how about a shield? There we go. And that concludes the Ascendancy.
Succeed.
So then we do this, and we go back to town. And switch a Lich to Infernal. You can switch Ascendancies, yes. Hooded one, identify my items. Check with the buy sell. Did I get spirit? 38 life. No, it's worse than what I had. No. Spirit? No. Then we check if you have a spirit chest for me. You don't. She really sucks, doesn't she? All right, well, do you have a scepter for me for once?
Of course.
I have a white one. I'll buy that one. Oh! Finally happened. The problem with this is it's not a rattling, but I'll take it. First, we'll do transmute, augment, selling it because it sucks. So we finally have it. So I will regal this. And boom, I get intelligence. Now I will exalt slam it. Max life. Okay, I'll do it again. I got cold damage. I still get nearby minion. I didn't. Okay. So this is why I save the exalted orbs, and I don't mind using them when I'm leveling. So this is going to be better than what I'm currently wearing, despite not having spirits. So I'll equip this. What happens is I can't have 4 skeletons. I can have 3. And that's it. That's what I can have right now. Another thing to point out, which is very, very important, is this. This gives me an aura. Now, Rattling Scepter will be better, so I'll try to get Lightning Scepter. Oh, sorry, Rattling Scepter. This aura is free, which means I can add support gems to my aura without that increasing the spirit cost of it. So I can get things like Upwelling that gives increased damage to minions as long as it's active. I can get Vitality for life regeneration and stuff like that as well. So those things you can get for free as a result of this. So it's not terrible not having a Rattling Scepter, at least when you're leveling. Yeah, I got a decent amount of lightning damage on this. It's not terrible. It's not a bad weapon, but, you know, I lost the minions, so... so now I like to go for Theft of Ivory or for the Keth. We can do Keth. Someone in chat mentioned, reminded me that we do get skill points in here. So doing the Keth area first might be a better, objectively speaking, zone to start with, but it doesn't matter which order.
The skeleton city of a once great culture. How adorable. Right.
Get more minions out in this zone. Again, you remember the plus sign? There is one called Kabbalah Constrictor Queen in this zone. We are definitely going to be picking that up. Are we playing, doing a leveling playthrough of my build guide that I have? Literally doing a full playthrough of it so that people can like play along with this. We'll upload it on YouTube as well. So basically a full playthrough with it. That's the plan. The level of minions is already very noticeable. And we're slowly getting to the point where we're not even going to care about Essence Drain Contagion at all. In this zone, you will pick up a Kabbalah clan relic. And they will be utilized for the last zone. I will point out with the aura, I'm not sure if I said that right. The aura is free, but if you add things like supports like upwelling and whatnot, it does add the cost to it. It's my bad there. I think I misspoke. It does add the cost to it. So here we just do this, get the gas arrow out, make sure Essence Drain Contagions out. And in this example, we get a bunch of unearthed minions, and now the boss will just melt. Look at that. Look at that damage. Gas arrow, contagion again, reapply it. Easy peasy. Get a chaos orb. Fantastic. Book of specialization. That gave us 2 skill points. We are going to double check the build guide. And the build guide is telling me to go for the stun build up into the armor break. It's also telling us that we should be doing... I don't have Rattling Scepter to use for pain offerings, so I'm not going to use this. What I can do instead is look at vulnerability, and that is a level 7 gem, which means in this case, I'm going to add pain offering in here. I'm going to put it here, but I'm not going to use it. It's just reminding me that once I get a Rattling Scepter, I can start using it. Essentially. Why not use Fire Tomb and Multi-Shot with Skeleton Warrior to ignite gas and delete the boss? There are 2 different ways of leveling minions the most effective way. That is one of them. I prefer the Essence Drain Contagion setup than doing the Fire Explosion. And I don't want to combine them because there's too many buttons to press. You see my mana pool never changes, by the way. This is a direct result of... of the Ascendancy. We leveled up. We're now getting a little bit of armor break. Didn't mean to loot that one. Yeah, infinite mana on Lich is very comfortable, but you know it does come at a cost, right? Because you don't get damage scaling, which you would get from the Infernalist, for example, which is also defensive. But it's very comfortable not needing mana. Everything's covered by itself, right? So in our case, we already found the Kabbalah relic, which is just a random drop in this zone, by the way. So if you haven't gotten it, you might have to come back. But we already got that one. We're just looking to go to the next zone. Easy peasy. We're gonna move on. Yeah, I just dropped the GCP. I'm not gonna use it, but if you want to speed up your leveling process, if you drop a GCP, they give 5% quality per click. I would put them on your Unearth. It gets duration and they get movement speed. It's really good. But because it's really good, I don't want to use it because not everyone might have dropped one. So I don't want to inflate the speed of my leveling just because I happen to get lucky when we're doing this. Granted, my scepter is still questionable. All right, we're going to sprint because it's not down here. Final product of this build on the YouTube. Leveling build is up on YouTube. The over-leveling guide is already up. And endgame guide for the Spectre version of the Infernalist is already up as well. Everything is up, including everything guide. It's like it's all there. The only change I'm doing with this is that instead of having like a short 10-15 minute video guide, I'm going to upload several hours of footage so that anyone who wants to play along with what I'm doing can follow this video and this playthrough. So this entire VOD, we're going to smack that up on YouTube for the guys who likes that. We do at least one of these every seasonal release these days, because apparently a lot of people like doing that. We're doing it for those guys.
Pretty.
Ah, fucking hell, man. Yeah, the relic drops randomly from snakes. Like, it's not, there's no guarantee. Holy fuck, can I get my shit rolling? Thank you. I could use Pain Offering here. Just to scale the damage output of my Unearth. Alchemy Orb. You can desecrate or randomly slam. You can't homogenize the you're unable to homogenize the spirit. Yes, that's not possible. Still no spirit, dudes. But it'll all be meta moving forward. Always? No, definitely not always. It's just this what it is right now. I have no idea what they're gonna do in the future. This is what I was searching for on YouTube and did not find it. Most people don't do it. Because most people, they just want to blast the end game and whatnot. And most content creators, they don't take the time to focus content on new and newer players. We are a handful of us streamers that actually do it and care. But mostly people just want to have all the next meta, biggest new meta broken thing, right? That's all that people care about. And then you have a handful of the guys that are been streaming PoE for many, many years that actually give a shit about the community to the point where they're doing that type of content. Okay, so according to my skill tree here in the guide, I'm going up, left into Entropic Incarnation. So that's what we're going to do. I can check this. I have 103 strength, 3 to 5 dex. We're good. I have 48 intelligence, and my skeletons requires 41. So I'm going to take intelligence now to make sure I don't miss that later. Possibly have insane unborn lich staff. I don't know about unborn lich staffs. Like, I can't tell you because I haven't looked into it, so I have no idea. And I never do price checks. I just finish reading your sentence. I never, ever will help anyone with price checks ever. My argument is very simple. If you play Path of Exile in a trade league, you want to sell items, you're gonna have to price all of your items. And if you don't know how to price one item, then you don't know how to price any of your item. So your problem is you need to learn how to price your items. Because no one's going to sit there and price every single item you drop all the time. And if you don't know how to price your item, there's a couple of neat things you can think about when it comes to trading. It all comes down to economy 101, but my answer is very simple. Find items that are similar to what you have and then sell them from there. And that can be hard if you're newer to the game because you might not know which mods are worth something. So my recommendation is, if that's you, if that description fits you as a player, type !price and watch a video where I describe these things, and that might help you along the way. It all comes down to economy 101 in the end. Rakiel Slow, I want to play Frostmaze and Current Infernal. Should I reroll Lich? I don't know. I don't have a guide that uses Rakiel because it's so goddamn expensive. So I stayed away from making a guide around it. But if you're following a guide, go for it. If you're not following a guide, then, well, you know more than I do. You'll have to do some research. I don't have a guide using it, so I can't tell you which ascendancy would utilize it the best. Ads roll in as you answer me. I missed it. That's about the staff price. I said that I will never do price checks, Chameleon. I never, ever do price checks. You'll have to learn how to price your own items. And if you don't know how to do that, type !price. I have a video guide showing you how to do that. Because it's just economy 101 in the end. Learn how to price your own items. It is crucial. We're going to go back to town and we're going to vendor these things to have full inventory. My spirit add another minion set to increase monster damage. That's X Factor. One other minion adds a 7% more damage multiplicative damage modifier. That was a lot of words. Whereas if you add another Spectre, that should give you more damage unless you have like 7 or 8 Spectres. So if you have 7 or 8 Spectres, then you might want to have that extra minion instead. If you don't have that, then it's very likely that just adding another Spectre, well, it's not likely, it is guaranteed that another Spectre will just be better for you. I'm gonna buy this and hit a level right there. Gold. Okay, I got some gold. I'd like to get a Rattling Scepter. The written guide we're updating consistently. So sometimes I make a recording of something, right? And then when I make a recording, the recording might end up having like I'm not updating that 24/7, right? So the result is if we find a better way to do something, the written guide gets updated immediately. So that's why I always recommend people to always check the written guide. Always. And then because I'm not going to re-record a video or like a couple of small things changes. The written guide will cover that. So like even in this video, I might be doing things that is accurate to the build guide right now, but you know, next month or in 2 weeks from now, we might find that, oh shit, this is a new tech that nobody thought about that works, and it, shit, that is so much better. We would update the written guide to reflect that 100%. Absolutely would do that. Our written guides is meant to be the most up-to-date and kept updated on a consistent basis. No matter when you're looking at the guide, it should always be there and be accurate and comfortable to follow. That's the whole purpose of it. So always check the written guide. The Q contagion. Yes. It is indeed. Why number 2 on it? Because I have a support gem on it that's called Unleash. If I don't cast the ability for a while, it starts getting charges. If there's 2 charges, I will hit 2 additional targets when I cast it. Because it repeats itself 2 times. It's basically just to help me hit more targets. So when I use Essence Drain right after, I might miss the one I aimed at, but I might hit the other guy that that extra cast hit. Just makes it a little smoother to use. Nice explanation. Anytime. If you guys, basically, guys, if you have any questions, always fire away. Always fire away. I'll try to do my best to answer it. If I don't respond to your question, it is 100% because I'm totally, absolutely ignoring you. No, I'm not ignoring you. So if that happens, just ask again. And don't forget to tag at Ghazzy TV so it lights up in my chat so I don't miss it. I knew it. Yeah. Oh, man. You price check all my items. That's a 30-second ban as well. Why are you ignoring us? You know the drill. Unearth is not needed unless I lose a skeleton. Till then, gas arrows, essence drain, contagion, go ham. That's it. And this is where having the rattling scepter helps a lot because it's very easy to get minions out of that. Oh, look at that. My skeleton died. I can get unearthed minions. Let's PvP spot a video DD. I did indeed. Looks really cool. Don't leave this zone, by the way. I've done this so many times. Don't leave until you drop the water from the mother that abandoned her child. Drops the water thingy. Thank you. Now you can leave. Well, you got to keep in mind, that's a good thing you mentioned that, Sleepy, for when you're fighting bosses, you do want to consistently hit the target because emboldening lead is hit recently. So every 4 seconds, I have to make sure I've hit something. Otherwise, they don't get the damage buff. Ghazzy not price checking for anyone is like how a parent bird throws a baby chick out of the nest to learn to fly. Yeah, I mean, it works. Right? So, I mean, what's the issue? I'll save that for now. I mean, why would I try to reinvent the wheel when we have something that works? Right? Or birds can't watch YouTube? No, so we tossed them out of the nest. That's the idea for this new minion build. Rage. I'm not going to say more than that because it's still a work in progress, but we'll get there.
A place of
Level up. We're going all the way up here. Grab more intelligence. Go back to my skill tree. I'm going all the way into Entropic. Got it. Ooh, there's a rare. I didn't even pay attention to that shit.
your soul.
Crash loot. Get contagion. Get my unearthed minions out. There we go. They're using Ravenous Swarm as well. They're using a better spirit skill. We decided not to run a spirit skill. Ravenous Swarm wasn't enough. The written guide has been updated to reflect this, so it's a little different than the video guide that we posted originally. I decided to redo it, make sure it's optimal for everyone, and then we'll run it like this way and post this entire playthrough so that people can follow along if they want to for leveling. That's the plan, at least. Hardcore? I am not playing hardcore in case I die, so I can just keep going. Ooh, amethyst ring. So we'll do a transmute and an aug, and we get some chaos rust, which in our case is irrelevant because we actually rather have the other elemental resistances. Oh, sprint. Here's the bone pit zone. You know what? We can just go. We can pick up the abyssal area later. It's not that important. We're going to change our progression.
Graves and necromancers. This place
So in the bone pits, we should be finding the second half of the clan relic as well. That is our next priority. You're gonna get your filter, filterblade.xyz. I'm using NeverSync's base filter. I have done price checks for people in the past. The problem is, I say yes to one person, it would be very unfair if I didn't say yes to everyone else. And ultimately, you have to price all your items. You might as well just learn how to do it yourself. So I made a video describing some tips and tricks on how to do that yourself. But ultimately, it's just economy 101. Check the markets, compare your item versus what's available in the market. And when people say, yeah, but Ghazzy, I can't find anything the same as mine. You know what? I have no idea what the item is worth then either. I literally have no clue. I know just as much as you do because the way I price check items is by checking the items on the market. And if I'm unable to find something similar, then I don't know either. Now, what do you do then? Oh, Ghazzy, what should I price the item at then? Pick a random number in your head. Pick a random number in your head. You basically pick a random number, and then you... my suggestion there is to come up with a random magical number. And then you price it a lot higher than that. And then if it doesn't sell within a day or two, lower the price. If it doesn't sell within a day or two, lower the price. If it doesn't sell within a day or two after that, lower the price. Rinse, repeat till it sells. Yes, Spectrum, Chest, and Sanctum. I've done it multiple times, and I haven't even seen one this season. So no, I don't know how often. For me, it's never. This is very frustrating, not gonna lie. I haven't found the relic yet. 4 trials best to do for the last point, whichever you prefer. I prefer second one personally. Oh, I did get the relic. Oh shit. I didn't even pay attention. Sorry, I'm trying to keep up with a Discord conversation at the same time. I just don't want to stop progressing because then this video is already going to be very long. What is happening? Goddamn temporal bubble, thank you. Oh. Please, 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 please. Wait, isn't unearth a spell skill? It is. I can use that, but then I don't have dexterity. Fuck! Spell skills applied to unearth. God damn it. Yeah, I've been so unlucky with my weapon. Can I get a little bit of RG going my way, please? Like, I'm not even asking for that much. Jesus Christ. Yeah, it does apply to my dot spells, correct. But we are slowly transitioning away from minions, but it's fine. It is fine. Happens. Current strongest minion build. There are at least 3 different versions. That would be really good. For optimal clearing, you either do... Well, in my opinion. So in my opinion on the best minion build for clearing, you would go Oscric's weapon swap. The entire build gameplay is you weapon swapping like a madman consistently. And I can't stand that playstyle. That has the best clearing from what I've seen. For a single target, you would use what Balor Mage has been doing, which is Power Zealots, for example. He's been a very loud advocate for that for a very long time now, since the start. However, both of them kind of suffers on the other end. So one of the one being good at single targets is bad at clearing, and vice versa. If you play my Cocaine Antbill, which is the Frozen Mandibles, you have, in my opinion, the second best boss inspector, and you have the second best clearing inspector. So that's what I would recommend.
What a gorgeous rite. I'm ready.
The max roll Ghazzy leveling guy for Lich still says to use Radiant Spirits. I don't write guides for max roll, so that is impossible, sir. There is no max roll Ghazzy guide. Nice try, though. I need some unearthed minions. Hello. This is where it's very clear that I don't have my rattling scepters, but now I'm getting some unearthed minions. So basically the important part here is get your unearthed minions out, and you can only get those by getting by having your skeletons die, basically.
Wither away.
Okay. Let me get my minions out. And let's go kill this guy. Can I get some unearthed minions, please? There you go. Nice. We got one out of that. If I had Rattling Scepter here, this would be so much easier.
Quiet now, Mastodon.
Easy peasy. Dagok. Come on. These last gasp is helping. There we go. Now I got some minions. I'm annoying.
I suppose I am your best.
Mastodon Tusk, back to town. Corpse raid, not bad actually. Yeah, I'm going Lich with this, but the build guide for leveling is interchangeable with both Infernalist and Lich. Hi, I'm your fan from Russia. Well, hello, dude. Discover you as a streamer in a new league. I like how you explain the game patch of Path of Exile. I'm doing it like you. Thank you. It's my pleasure, man. I'm glad you're enjoying it, dude. Ah, Spirit! Ah! We got Spirit! Amazing. Absolutely astonishing. So in our case, we are gonna do this. We are then going to add an augmentation and pray we get like a rest or attributes. Not bad. We'll regal it. That was less good, but we can now utilize this to get our minion back. Still need an amulet.
Choose or do not.
And we still need a scepter.
That is something. I am.
Yeah, it is something, but not what I wanted. So if I do this, see how I lose 1 dexterity? This is where gold respecking can be very, very useful. I just change this to a dexterity. Now I can use this amulet, and that's perfectly fine. That's an example. That's one way of doing it. And I have a jeweler orb, which, according to our guide, SS Rain, and we're supposed to use focused casting. Considered casting, sorry. There. That's what the build guide was telling us to do. Scroll down and check that out. SS Rain, considered casting. Perfect. Now we're going to go to the next zone, which in our case is we can go... We can teleport here with the waypoints to get to this zone. We don't need that. We've done these 2 areas. We've double checked that we've done all of the extra stones that gives us plus levels. So those plus signs. That means we're going to Crown of Stone. Last video about ants. We're using Netherland. I have some patched. No, it's just a name bug. Next zone.
Titans lived and died here. What fate wrought their demise? Rise!
Now we have big damage from the SS Train. It's a little slower to cast, but it is very big damage output from it now. Get our unearthed minions out. No life shocker with a sub with 57 months. Thank you, dude.
Gaze wrote how his new minion build coming.
Done very well so far, I'd say. As you know, lättkränkt in your opinion compared to Swedish standards? Well, one thing's for certain, non-Swedish streamers are not as professional as Swedish streamers. I speak from my own experience there. That's a pretty obvious take. I don't know about lättkränkt, but how to put it? Non-Swedish streamers, they would be categorized in the category of being sämst. Norwegian streamers, like I said, non-Swedish streamers. I think that applies to everybody. Without a doubt, applies to everybody. Doesn't matter where they're from. All right, I'm gonna skip the depths because I just want to progress right now. You need to click all of the seals in this area, so make sure you don't miss any. That's a dead end.
It appears they fought here, died here. A resting place.
You're Swedish? Yes, sir. Yes, sir, I am. Would it help if I spoke English like this so people would know that I'm Swedish? Maybe people would not ask me if I spoke English like this. You don't look very Swedish. Well, that's because my father, he's from Iran, and my mother is half German and half Swedish. That makes me a sand nugget, a racist, and a Nazi at the same time. Which means I will always be on the winning side if there's a world war because of any of those reasons. I feel like I am future-proof, as they call it. It's a great combination. Yeah, I love it. Healthy mixture of everything. Holy fuck, man. That's more Italian than Swedish. This is not Italian. This is not an Italian accent. The hell you talking about? You cannot be serious right now. This is a Swedish, very, very Scandinavian accent. Iranian love the Nazis. Well, I don't know. I've never been there actually, but I know that they are very fond of communism, at least back in the day. I know that, but I don't know much of Iran at all, actually. I've never been there. Mamma mia. No, that's not Italian. Say spaghetti. Add the hand. Spaghetti or mamma mia. It's a Swedish accent. Fuck's sake. It's funny because when you talk to Americans, they're like, they have no idea because it takes them the same time it takes me to take a flight and cross, you know, half of Europe and fly over, I don't know, 8 or 9 countries. That's the same time it would take for them to get out of their own states. So they have no idea. Since the 70s? Yeah, like I said, I have no idea about Iran. Like, I have zero clue. This is where you put the medallions, by the way. This is where you put these. This choice is preferential. In my case, I like having charm slot, personally. With the, sorry, not charm slot, the charm charges gain, personally. Filipino. Texas is 2.5 the size of... Texas is 2.5x the size of Texas. That is the most American math I've ever seen in my entire life. What the fuck, man? Oh, man. One thing, speaking of Iran, one thing's for certain. They have the best saffron in the world. It is so good. Persian saffron is amazing. Speaking of Iran, don't forget sprint. Oh my god. Thank you. Enter the grotto. Let's go. There's a tattoo coming along. It's I'm waiting for it to start itching like a motherfucker. Persian food is quite good. I was talking about Persian food the other day, actually. We were talking about fuck, what's the dish called? It's like an herb stew. Golme sabzi? Is that it? Is that how you pronounce it? Golme sabzi? It's so good, dude. Yeah? It is fucking delicious, man. Golme sabzi, thank you. Yeah, that's the one. Absolutely delicious. Ay, 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 ay. Essence drain. What is the... Is it tadik? That's the word, right? Tadik, like the rice cake? Where you like slow boil rice for an hour, but you like let it fry in the bottom. You tip it upside down. You get like a rice cake with like fried rice on the top, and the rest is boiled. And you shift it with saffron and I don't know the English word. In Farsi, the word is sereshk. It's berries. It's not lingonberries. Ah, fuck. Sereshk. It's help me out. What's the fucking berry? Yes, you have like juniper berries. That it? That's what it is in English. So you have like these berries, and I think it might be cranberries. I'm not sure. You have like these berries, right, and saffron, and you have that in shifts, like inside this rice candy. It's so good, and you have like some chicken to that. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. Yeah, like in layers. Yeah. So the way you would cook it is, it takes like an hour to make this, by the way. So you would have, you boil rice. Well, you hard boil it for a few minutes, right? I might be wrong here. Maybe we have some guys that knows. You hard boil for a few minutes. Then you put a shitload of oil, like olive oil or whatnot. And you put a bit of rice in the bottom. Then you layer it with saffron and this berry, right? You layer it with the berry and the saffron, and put a little bit more rice and more layer of it, and then more rice, and you just shift it like this, right? On low temperature on the stove. Then you put a like a towel or something, right? And then the lid on. And you let it sit there on low temperature for like 45, 50 minutes. It is so fucking good. Yeah, it's insane how good it is. If you haven't tried it, Google how to do it. Do the rice. You need to have a proper rice for it. It has to be not the shiny rice corns. It has to be the other ones. Otherwise, it'll just fall apart. It's so good. Is you cooking in PoE 2 now? Well, apparently we're cooking rice. Mahmoud? Yeah. It is. Oof. Guys, desire PoE 1? No, I don't know. Actually. I don't know. I'm sorry. D4 did it first. You know, we had a subathon sub goal with a subathon from December, and we did a cooking stream. I was dressed as a French maid,
One still lives.
and I made roasted roa. I made a roasted roa. That was delicious. Can I get my goddamn minions out? And this is why we focus on essence drain here when we do this. Now I got some minions. Oh shit, this is why we want the unearth.
You're quite
Hey.
farewell. Oh, it's
As long as you don't play Borderlands 4, you can dress up however you want. The calendar is pretty epic too. You can buy yourself your own calendar if you type in space by merch, but you can also go to ghazzytv.com. There's a sanity questioning calendar there. I am not responsible for any traumas or nightmare that might induce. I'll point that out. I rid myself of all responsibilities when it comes to that topic.
It'll take my So, now I have to blow this thing.
Bro, I am not getting this thing, am I? Holy. Oh, give me a fucking rattling scepter, please.
The deal is done. Scylla.
With a... did I have the porn stash when we did that? I don't know. I don't remember.
This
Sound a horn.
would be more efficient if they were dead.
I am fight to the last.
And now we're at the end of Act 2, boys. Strap in. Spent all your luck on that Titan minion build? Clearly. And a scale of K-pop to minions, where would you place Black Flame Lich? I haven't seen it in action, so I have no idea where I would put it. In this zone, by the way, we're gonna want to make sure we find the abandoned or dead Broa Rider. Or the letter. Because that gives skill point. Oh, rattling, please. Please. Fuck you. Some thin Lizzie. We've reached the point in the campaign now where the enemies are actually going to start to do damage to us. Like, properly. Ooh, look at that. Oh, sniper. Still can't get more. How much did it cost? One more than I have? Okay. Get some minions out. Try not to stand in all the shit if you don't have to. We leveled up. We do this. Then we're gonna get some damage. Ay, 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 ay. Get some more minions out. 340. No, thank you. How many builds this? We have some plans for things we want to do,
None can oppose me.
but nothing is set in stone yet. So for now, we're just gonna level the build. We'll see if we finish it today or if we finish it off tomorrow. Lapa mana with a sub. Thanks so much, dude. Appreciate it, good sir. Mercenary build when? I'm gonna be honest, I think I'm going to be playing Hardcore Soul Self-Farm before I do a Merc build. Lapa Manon with the 5 gifts as well. Thanks so much, dude. Sheesh. Fucking carrying, boys. Wait, does that mean that Lapa Manon has the... Yeah. Lapa Manon is the biggest gifter of the day. That means he has the biggest dick in the chat today. Everybody should pay some respect to the man. That's a big one, dude. Thanks so much, dude. Appreciate it. Minion Merc? Yeah, you can if you want to. I don't have a build for it. I don't have plans for it either. Huge D in the chat, exactly. Hey. Kamolka with a resub. Thanks, sir.
Oh, Lapa Manon, you absolute madman. 5 subs? What, were you feeling generous or just trying to buy my affection? Either way, I appreciate the gesture. Now let's see what kind of trouble we can get into with all this. Maybe I'll finally be able to afford that Uber at Siri.
I'm looking for the letter.
I'll just spend it all on catnip for Bellatrix and that Siri. They deserve it after all the photo flapjacks they pulled during my streams. But hey, thanks for the subs, Lapa Manon. Keep them coming, and maybe one day I'll actually stream without a maid outfit on.
I need to stop talking about the maid outfit. The AI is picking up on it.
Well, shit. Look who just walked in the door, Kamolka. I thought you were lost in the depths of Uber at Siri's lair.
Whoa. Extra chaos damage. That makes sense. I almost died, man. I almost died. Grimsif with a sub. Thank you, sir. I need level of minions on my amulet, please. Wait, how did that not hit him? We don't need that. Fuck with a sub as well. Thanks, sir.
Grimsif just primed the submachine. He's a true
Goddamn, starting a hype train here, boys. Level up. We're getting damage now. Level 8 skill. Oh, 2 of them. Hello?
Oh, wow. Yeah,
Contagion and
tier 1
Essence
sub.
Drain.
Looks like someone's
No,
been
on
grinding
Earth.
those guilds too.
Where's the goddamn letter? That's the exit. Oh, we gotta find the letter before we go. And we do need to pick up, once we have an extra spare skill gem, we are going to be picking up vulnerability. But the guide for this means we're gonna go despair, and we're also picking this up soon. Since I haven't found that many skill gems, it's very likely that I'm just gonna skip the vulnerability and go straight into despair instead. Both works fine. It's not the end of the world. All right, we're looking for the letter. There it is. Final letter. Here's a tip, by the way. If you can't be yours to run down, respawn a checkpoint. And then you'll be back here. A little faster. May need to know what song was played 2 songs ago.
They are still here.
Blameless if not from me, or The Boys Are Back in Town, Thin Lizzy, or Smoking Snake, Sabaton. I don't know which one of those 3. One of those 3.
Pathetic creation.
Yeah, I listed the last 3 songs in case I didn't know what the question was. Rattling Scepter for it gets me so the Rattling Scepter gives me Skeletal Warriors, 2 of them for free. Doesn't cost me any spirit. And if I can get those for free, they're very squishy, and I can use them for my pain offering, so they die. If they're dead, I can generate unearth minions on single targets. That is why my single target damage is a little lackluster compared to when I leveled this build on launch day, for example. So I do lack a bit of damage because I don't have a Rattling Scepter. It is a higher priority to get the level of minions than a Rattling Scepter, but I'm coming to the point in the game right now where the Rattling Scepter will have a very high value because I can get the unearth minions on a single target boss fight. So now I really want it. But I don't have it, and I'm not going to sacrifice the level of minions because that is way too good for both Unearth and my Skeleton Archers. Do you think you'll play? Ants. Probably Volguard into Ants. This is going to be Volguards. At least for the campaign. Tame Beast with haste. I don't know what people are using these days for Tame Beast, because we don't use it on 99% of the mini builds. Too strong compared to other scepters? No. I think that people are sleeping on non-rattling scepters. It's just that for min-maxing purposes, especially in the softcore, they do have a very high value, especially for Unearth in the campaign. They have a very high value when it comes to muster support, because it's a 7% more multiplicative damage modifier if you have one, because of muster alone. And that is worth quite a lot. So to sacrifice them, you need to have something very valuable. But even a resistance aura or malice for crit weakness is extremely good as well. Tame Beast and Bind Spectre. Well, Tame Beast can only be used on Beast, and it costs a % based on the creature you tamed. % of your spirit cost. And the tamed beast will have the modifiers of the rare beast that you tamed. Spectres do not get the modifiers, and it doesn't have a % cost of your spirit. It has a flat spirit cost. That's the differences between the two. In this zone, by the way, we're picking up a little reward. Where is it? Right there. Sisters of Garrokan. It gives you plus lightning resistance. I'll never know how to craft. It's hard. I literally just posted an extensive guide that is meant to help new players that have no idea about crafting actually understand the guide. So that's just been posted. So if you want to learn how to craft, check out that video guide. Need to add a playlist command. I'm just waiting for someone to type exclamation mark playlist. Thank you.
Dr. Ross, you're primed for some serious loot.
Stop this season and 200 days stop. Do you need those? Could always use it, but not right now. Appreciate the offer though. You can give it to someone else. I'm doing this right now. Testing out a new thing. One of the streamers recent comprehensive guide to crafting. You can switch this energy? Yes, you can. I mean, there's like a couple of things, right? One, people don't read. This is the Sisters of Garrokan, by the way. Click on this, I get lightning rust. Boom. That's part of it. But then you also have people who haven't seen the footage, or they are not subscribed to my YouTube channel, and they had no idea it existed in the first place, right? It's hard to know which one is which. Until I see someone who's been subscribed to the channel for the past 100 months and being like, yo, guys, do you have a crafting guide? I'm like, bro, it's been 100 months. It's time for you to subscribe to my YouTube channel, isn't it? You know, it's about goddamn time. What kind of tourist is that sub to YouTube yet? Oh my god. Do you have a crafting guide? Yes, I do. It's on my YouTube channel. It took me almost 6 hours to do that. So do me a favor. Watch it. Like and subscribe and hit the leave a comment. Okay? It took me 6 hours to make that fucking video. You better enjoy it. You too, Nico, bro. Yeah, just give it to someone else, man. I appreciate the offer, though. Rage Gaming Crafting Guide. I'm gonna get a drink before I say something stupid. Oh man. Ay, 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 ay. If you guys haven't checked out my energy drink sponsors, by the way, you can type exclamation mark Gamer Bulk. Gamer Bulk. Check it out. All right. Let's go.
Back in your hole.
South Africa? I don't think so. Well, they might, but it might be a little expensive. I know that their shipping is perfectly fine in Europe, but if you go outside of Europe, Gamerblock doesn't have very good shipping costs there. Get me my unearthed minions! This is why I want the Rattling Scepter. No curse. Ay, 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 ay. Oh my god. My mana wasn't full there for a few seconds. Ooh.
One day.
Vulnerability. Rip warrior gameplay. Fuck your warrior. Hey, Dune Conqueror. The Lich with Answer Volga. What's the new part? We haven't decided exactly how the endgame will be on it yet. Congoria. Yeah.
The path to do whatever it takes.
All right, we hand in the letter. We get book of specialization here.
Take your time as you wish.
Anything we want to look at? Not really. Do you have a weapon for me this time? Nope.
Stay in sight.
2 skill points. Boom. So we go back to the build guide. What is our next points taken here? All right, so we're going Vile Mending. And what else? Okay. Vile Mending and these nodes. We don't need the last one. Got it. Now I know what to spec. We move on
As we
to the desert map. We're going to the end of Act 3.
win for glory.
Dreadnought. How's the day been and why we're leveling without gear? To do my entire leveling guide.
Yes,
And show people how to do it.
we all know you are very
So people can do a play with me if they want to follow along what I'm doing. Rapid casting doesn't apply to the initial cast of the spell kill will. And the reason we use rapid attacks on Unearth is because we're actually scaling the summoned unit's damage, not the actual cast damage. The damage I'm doing with Unearth is irrelevant. The damage my minions that are spawning from it, that matters. We're going new Lich? No, we're starting with a regular Lich. We have some pretty cool things in store for this. Just gonna have to finalize it, and they're not done yet. We'll see if they're done tomorrow. Maybe what we're gonna do. It'll be fun. It will be fun.
Death and decay. None can oppose me.
Uncut level 8. We do this. That's a colossal life. That we want to take. We'll do this. Get some minions. Ooh, that's a good question. Probably 2 more ants because they're inherently pretty tanky. But I would compare the damage outputs. Calculate the damage they do, the individual damage they have, and then multiply with the amount ants you have, and then look at their damage and their DPS output, and without that, but having 2 more, and calculate how much you would get for that. That's what I would do. Pretty sure 2 more would be better. But you can always verify it. Get some damage out. We get some unearth minions out, and as soon as you have an earth. Is that what I think it is? It is.
Peculiar but powerful.
Are they worth anything? They're actually money. 7x.
That stench. Our beautiful beast is near.
Easy game. Get some more minions. You see, as long as I have unearthed minions, it's all very chill. I just get some essence drains in and everything will just melt. Like this entire pack will just chain. It's just gonna chain all the way. Look at that. All I'm doing is casting unearth right now. Beautiful. Wait, what did I say? Yeah, we're going all the way to the left. Kind of tight on dex. 63 intelligence. 48. I'll take 1 more dex just in case then. Otherwise I'll go strength. Oh yeah, I forgot to take Vile Mending actually. My bad. I was supposed to take these 3. I'll take that next one. My bad. My bad. Now we're going to be engaging with one of the most annoying bosses that I think a lot of people get stuck on. One step at a time. He needs 11,850 subs per month to pay the bills, guys. Remember that? True. That is true. I have one of those, what do you call them? Fiancés, girlfriends. And they're not cheap, apparently. So a tip we have for Yamanra, the endgame boss here, is where the Artificer's orbs, these orbs here, that get sockets and items. This is where sockets can be used to help progress a little bit, especially for this fight that we're about to do. It would be suggested to run something like lightning resistance. So my lightning rest right now, I have 19%. So if I'm gonna die, it's very likely gonna be because of lightning damage. So that is a good suggestion you can do to use the Artificer's Orb if you have a rune against lightning rest. Now, since I refused to use runes, or I was too lazy to bother it before, I'm gonna do this playthrough without it as well. But it's basically going to reduce a ton of the damage it takes. The damage that we take. So we're just going to do it without it, because we're playing a minion build. You see, that damage wouldn't have done that much damage to us if we did. Right, we got to curse him. Make sure we get the damage up. Didn't I have a minion die there? For my people. Keep the Essence Drain Contagion up. We get the curse up on him. Where is she? There she is. Stand next to her. Make sure you get Contagion. And get your minions out now. Curse. Oh, I actually lost mana. And this should be east mode from here. Look at this. Beautiful. Easy peasy. But you're still doing attacks? Bro, you should be facing. Hello? Hello? Now he is. And Lich is kind of chill on this because I never have to worry about mana, right? And now you just gotta learn to dodge it, get the gas arrow up, make sure you have Essence Drain on him. Essence Drain is way more important than... Oops, didn't dodge that properly. It's way more important to have Essence Drain up than a Contagion. I can't dodge that. I'm stupid. Gas arrow. But as you can see, it's not like it's very hard. Come on, I dodged that. I didn't dodge that though. 10,000 spears. Done. All right, can I get some unearthed minions now? Bro, there's corpses there. Why am I not getting minions? Ah, well. All right. Can I get some fucking unearthed minion now? I got 2. This is why having a rattling scepter here would be so smooth. Very, very smooth here. Keep the curse up. Don't stand in shit. Keep the Essence Drain up. And just dodge the abilities. Oh, we're gonna get hit by that one. My bad. So it's not like it's a hard fight, even if I have a lot of lack of damage output because I don't have the Rattling Scepter, which would make the Unearth way easier to get minions out with. It's not a hard fight for minion builds in general. Now I cleansed up my entire life flask, and this is a result of this. I'm not sure if you might be better off just prioritizing Rattling Scepter even without the levels. Because this would be much smoother even with the lower level. Here. So that concludes Act 3. If we look at our skill tree, I shouldn't have picked that one. I should have gone into Vile Mending. I'll do that now. And basically, the skill tree, we have these nodes. We have these minion nodes. We have an empty jewel socket if in case we get drop a sapphire. We got Entropic Incarnation now. We're going to be using Despair later. And we are going here into these minion nodes. And that means in the build guide, we'll check what happens with the skill tree. But in the Act 2 skill gem section, we are not running support gems on our vulnerability, because I know I'm going to change that, because if we go to Act 3, we are still using vulnerability here, but you can switch that into Despair if you want to. In Act 4, for example, we're still using vulnerability. We can switch this out for the idea of running Despair. I would do that if you are running the Lich version. And the reason for that is because when we do our second Ascendancy, we're going to be picking up the Chaos Damage node most likely, and that means we're going to have to work with our mana pool. That's basically the plan. So if we go to Act 3, our next plan is a Voltaic Mark. This one is a little bit of an extra thing. It helps us with shocking. This is mostly for the armor break in the current state, but later in most enemy builds, we'll have something that applies a shock value. So we're going to have Mark for Death and Armor Demolisher. This is for armor breaking a single target. And once that is up and running, vulnerability will have less and less value for us.